Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lenka, and today I will be working on a WIP and Chat. No, this will be a WIP and Chat, and I am working on a painting called Woman in Gold by Dotz. I've been working on her quite a few days now, and I think she's nearly almost done, but I still have a long way to go because it's confetti heavy. There are color blocks. There's blocking also, but it's most of the time it's confetti. But oh my god, this is such a delight to work on. Disclaimer, I'm not getting paid to say anything about diamond dots, so my opinions are what they are. They are my opinions, and at first when I was working on paintings of diamond dots, I was like, the first one I did was my tiger. You can see this in one of my previous videos, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. And then I did Dahlia, and I was like, oh wow, ABs, they're so gorgeous. ABs are what they call drills Aurora Borealis. They've got like this iridescent coating on it, and they look like, oh, they shine. They look like little rainbows in pockets. So and then I was getting enthusiastic because also the way they send you the wax, it's like in these little boxes, and I started to feel a little bit more comfortable about diamond dots, and then I did the painting The Kiss by Gustav Klimt and by diamond dots, so the version of diamond dots, and then I was sold. I thought, yeah, diamond dots, really great company. You have to be willing to pay a little more. Yeah, I must be honest, it's not cheap, but the quality is so good. It's always poured glue instead of how do you call it, double-sided tape. So it's always poured glue. The drills are of very good quality, and the special gems, you've got lots of ABs with Woman in Gold, and with Kiss you have lots of golden drills. They're not so easy to pick up, and they're a little more tricky because of the coating. Sometimes the coating wears off of the drills, but yeah, that's something that's not that's normal to these drills, I think. So so I started to buy more of diamond dots. I've got lots of diamond dots now in my stash, but to be honest, I will have to, for the sake of my content, of my channel, I will have to do other things besides diamond dots. So the next one I will be doing will be something totally different, one I bought on AliExpress. But for now, I'm just enjoying my work on diamond dots. Also, for this piece, for this, I need a place where I can pick up here. For this kind of paintings, because she's fairly large, your multi-placer is your friend. I always use these normal pink pink pens. I'm not really... I don't mind to use these. I could buy special pens, but I don't see why if I can work with this one. But, oh, my kitty just sneezed. If you hear sounds in the background, that's my cat. She's always having an hour of playtime in the morning. She's fairly young, she's 2 years old, and between 8 and 9 she starts to play. It's very strange, it's always between 8 and 9. So, and then she goes to sleep. So, what was I saying? This is a 5-placer, and I must say those are more easy to work with than, for example, this is a 6-placer. But you see the difference. This one, am I on camera? Anyway, this one is like with a very thick plastic. It's very wide, see? So that's not so easy to work with. But then you have these, and they're not so wide. The plastic is not so wide. They're very small and thin, and that's really great to put your drills down in rows, and you don't have to worry so much about getting it straight because it all works out in the end. But for these paintings, multi-placers are your friends. Because if I would do this one by one, I wouldn't have the courage to pull it off, I think. I don't know, maybe I would. I did one very large and all one by one, but that was because it was with drills, square drills, and they kept popping, so that's why I did the, you know, the method, the checkerboard method. Oh, but this is such a great painting to work on. So it's early morning, as I said. I don't know if I said it, but it's early morning. My kids are to school, 4 of them. So, and my hubby is still in bed. So then most of the times I have the morning to myself. And that's why I'm filming this WIP and Chat. So later on today, my hubby will be performing with this band in Brussels, and I must say I'm very proud. Yeah, my hubby is in a band like this black metal band, and he plays the bass and he sings a little portion too. But yeah, their hard work paid off because now they're starting to play more and more. They've got a CD. They had a CD already, but that was 10 years ago or 11 years ago, and then they decided to come together again and start playing. So they had their second CD out, and now they are playing today on a Monday. So he's still sleeping. He will have to get a little bit of energy before going conquer Brussels. Going to conquer Brussels. He's going to conquer Brussels. So, this is so great if you can use it, and it's not so hard. I hear many people are afraid of using multi-placers, but once you get a hang of it, it's not that difficult, and it's not so difficult to put your line straight. I've got bigger multi-placers, like I've got even the 15, but I rarely use it because that's not working for me. When I use a 15 placer, there are always drills that are coming off, even if I put my wax in. I just put my wax in and still there are drills falling off, or the line is not straight, so I always use the 5, and that's no problem. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. It's morning. I need my coffee, or I'm not human. I'm like this alien when I get up and I need some coffee, and then I'm human again. So, and I'm also vapor. No comment. I was so addicted to cigarettes. Oh my god, I have been smoking. I started, I believe, when I was 15 years old. Actually, it's my hubby who gave me cigarettes. We were on a school trip, and I was so in love with him, but he didn't know. And then we were uh, uh, in Reims, in France, I believe it is. Yeah. And we were, I think, free for an hour, and we were behind the cathedral. And there, he gave me a cigarette. Oh boy, and I was so sick, sick, sick. And then it's so stupid when you're sick of smoking your first cigarette. Why on earth would you try another one? I believe it's just like nicotine. You get. Um, I'm blaming my hubby, but it's not his fault. It's my fault. I should have said no, but I didn't because I wanted to, yeah, be tough looking for him, and So, and now I think it would have been tougher if I just said no. But anyway, too late. I was hooked, and then I started to smoke a little bit more, but not so much. But then one day my father found out. He said, "Do you smoke?" And I said, "No, no, I don't smoke." "Oh," he said, "because I found a package of cigarettes in your pocket." I said, "Oh my god, busted." So he said, "I would rather have you smoking when yeah, no, that's not how he said it. He said, "I would rather you smoke in my face than behind my back." It sounds weird, but that's how it was. So, yeah. But then I could smoke at home, and my father was a smoker then. He was not a smoking. He was a smoker then. So, yeah. And the fun fact is that I didn't always have to buy my cigarettes because I could just take a cigarette from him. It's not fun. It's blah, and it's addictive. But anyway, so I smoked until I was, I don't know how old I was. I believe 22 or 23. And then I quit smoking for a full year. A full year, guys. A full year. I didn't touch. But then I gained weight. And not so much anyway. I gained like Yeah, I say it in kilos. I gained 10 kilos. So I don't know how much that is in pounds, but that's when you're young and thin, it doesn't matter if you gain like a little bit of weight. And I would have lost that weight anyway. But yeah, after a year, found myself gaining weight and wasn't really happy and not feeling good in my skin. So one night I told myself I want to have a cigarette, so I started to smoke again. And yeah, if I now I'm 45, so now I would say that that girl was like really really stupid, and how narrow-minded is it? So smoking to get in shape, you don't get in shape, you get a shape, but you don't get the health. So if I was to return to my old self, I would say, you are a stupid girl, don't do this, it's nothing, you look great. But yeah, no, unfortunately there's no younger self, there's no older self that goes to your younger self to say don't do this or don't do that. That's very unfortunate. So I started smoking again, and then I believe, yeah, in between my pregnancies I tried to not to smoke, and I must honestly say it was very hard, and lots of times I I smoked cigarettes, and that's very bad, and I am feeling very guilty about it. But yeah, I'm a human. But anyway, so whenever I was pregnant, four times I've been pregnant, I tried to cut down on the cigarettes, and but every time after giving birth, I started to smoke again. And yeah, but then I don't know what came into my mind, but um, when I was 40, maybe it's like I was having a midlife crisis or something. I don't know. One day I said, hmm, I think I'll start to smoke electric and I'm gonna quit cigarettes altogether. So I did. And at first, I was really the laughing stock of my family. My husband said. Then he was kind. He would go and find me electric cigarettes, because then you could buy like this electric cigarettes that you had to throw away afterwards. But I didn't smoke them for long. And then one day I met someone who had this vapor, and it was in a time that vaping was not so well known. It was like, yeah, I it was the first person I saw with this kind of vapor, so I said, "Hey, what do you have there?" and blah blah blah, you know. And so she told me the name of the vapor and where she got it from and everything. And so I thought to myself, oh, that's something I have to try. And that's the time you could order it on internet. Now you cannot in Belgium anyway. In Europe, I don't know. You cannot. Yeah, you can order vapors, but you cannot order the liquid that goes into the vapor. Not if it's based on nicotine. But anyway. So now I'm vaping, and I must say, after 4 years of vaping, I feel pretty good. I feel much better. I've got air in my lungs. I don't feel like I have trouble breathing. I rarely get colds. I have my condition has improved. So I think because a lot of people say, "Oh, vaping is as bad as smoking." I don't know. You can feel the difference, I'm sure. And anyway, I don't mind what people say. You have to do yourself. You have to do you. If you say, "I feel good doing this," and you don't harm anyone, why shouldn't you? So, that was about the smoking. And that's why I'm vaping. Because I, when I was smoking, the first thing I did when I woke up in the morning was getting myself a cup of coffee and a cigarette. So now I get myself a cup of coffee. And it's not always necessary for me to vape right away in the morning. So that's a thing that changed. I can do without my vapor for quite a bit. Sorry, sip of coffee. Or a few sips of coffee. I can do without my vapor. And when I was smoking, I would, and I, let's say, for example, I was cleaning the house. Yeah, then after a few, no, after an hour of cleaning, I would say, "Oh, I'm in need of a cigarette." So, but what I did then was, "Oh, I need a cigarette and a cup of coffee." So I would take a break and have a cup of coffee and a smoke. But now I can do like many things for hours on end, and then I realize, "Oh, I haven't been vaping." So that's a good thing, I believe. And also the smell. Oh my god, the smell. And anyway, when we were smoking here, we didn't smoke with the children in our vicinity. We always smoked outside or under the, I don't know how it's called in the kitchen, when you 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 are cooking, you've got the thing that sucks the I don't know what the name is, but you know what I mean. So in the kitchen we would smoke, and so no one would have been troubled by our smoke. So that was a plus. So my children rarely smelled like cigarettes, because I remember my parents, they used to smoke everywhere, and that was when smoking was like not frowned upon. It was like this lifestyle smoking. So my parents, they smoked everywhere, in the car, even in the bathroom. And oh my god, I remember as a child we were always smelling like cigarettes. So I'm happy I didn't put my children through the same thing. Like, it's not fun when you come to school and some kids ask you if your parents are smokers because they can smell it on you. It's not a nice way to be in school. But anyway, my father quit smoking and gained lots of weight. But yeah, I gained lots of weight too. That's the downside of quitting. Because after having 4 children, and then we have 45 maybe hormones, and then quitting smoking, I've gained some extra kilos, I might say, but oh, in the end, I feel quite good in my skin, so that's the most important thing, no? Being thin and unhappy, then I would rather would be a little bit fatter and very happy. You see what I mean? Anyway, oh, I'm almost done with I'm gonna check if I'm still, if I do this, I'm not on camera, so I'm gonna move it a little bit. Sorry, guys. A little bit like this. Put this out of the way. You see the hands. Here are the hands. That's my boat. I used to say that I loved the kind of trays with the funnels the most. I'll show you like this. But actually, it's fun to have one without a funnel, because if you shake it and you tilt it, or I don't know, with the funnels, I seem to lose diamonds all the time. Maybe it's just because I'm clumsy. I am clumsy. I'm very clumsy. But am I on camera? Yeah. So yeah, I'm very clumsy. I drop everything, and I bump into things, and I've had that from since I was a little child. So it must be something that's in my genes or in my character. But anyway, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, when you hurt yourself very badly. Because, like, the time I've got this bike, a mountain bike, and my husband bought me some special shoes, you know, like the ones they use in the how do you call it? I don't know. The tour. No, the bikers. I don't know. It's a sport. And men love to watch it. Anyway, he bought me those special shoes I have to use, and you have to click them in so that when you go fast, not that I'm going fast on a bike, but when you stop, you have to click your shoes out of the thingy, or I don't know if I'm making sense, but anyway, you must imagine you are sitting on a bike, fully dressed in like the special suits for biking, like, oh my god, very tight. And then you have those special shoes that you have to click in on your, I don't know if you, in English it's pedals, you know, yeah, what you use to move your bike with. I don't know. But anyway, you have to click in your shoes. And when you have to stop, you have to make sure you click out your shoes, or you drop, like, boonk, sideways drop, and yeah. So the first time I was trying these shoes with my bike, I was like doing a little tour here in the vicinity, just like our streets, and we have got like this round street, so very easy place to try. But as I came up to the house, I wanted to stop and I forgot to click out my shoe, or I uh, didn't do it correctly anyway. I dropped sideways and my bike hit my face. Oh my god, I was bleeding my lip. I think my teeth were, oh my god, that was so painful. And my little girl Marie, she was standing with me. Oh, mama, mama, mama. She was really scared. I said no. Then I had so much pain, but then I was more busy thinking, oh no, she cannot see me this way. I must reassure her that everything's okay. I had to say like, oh yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. It's very painful when you're like dying. No, I wasn't dying, but it was painful. So that was my first time with my special shoes on my bike, and my husband was afraid I would give up. I would say, so I'm never ever doing this again. But you know what? I didn't. I was bruised. I had like these black bruises on my hips, and oh my god, that was so painful. But I said, if I give up now, I will never again get on a bike. And that would be such a shame because, in the end, it's something that my husband loves to do, and um, he also has a mountain bike. So sometimes we go on trips in the woods together with our, no, not really the woods, yeah, woods and fields, and like here in Belgium, there's not so much green. Uh, it's a small country. But anyway, we enjoy to go on little trips. For him, it's not really exercise because he is like the man who does like 150 kilometers in a few hours. But for me, it's really like, oh. So I didn't give up. I got on my bike again, and I was scared. I must say, I was really scared. But in the end, it all worked out, and I got up. And I believe that's what you have to do. So now, sometimes in the summer, I get on my bike and I go for a nice trip. The only downside was that I didn't have a normal bike because, going to the store and yeah, to like the library or anywhere with a mountain bike, with a special mountain bike, I think it's it's really hard because you cannot sit straight on your bike. You're like and you have nowhere to put your bags, so you have to sit there with a. So that's why I said to my husband, yeah, I want a normal bike. So now for my birthday, it was my birthday recently, so now he bought me a bike. Oh my god, when I hear myself talking, I think I must have the sweetest guy in the world. Yeah, anyway, he bought me a bike and it's my favorite color. It's like this mint green blue. Oh my god, turquoise. Do you say turquoise? I don't know. That's the color of my new bike. That's my favorite color of all time. So now I hope I will have the courage to go out to stores and on my bike. And I think I'm almost done with this equal sign. I'm doing the equal sign. Three. Where did I see three? There. An multi-placer, a 5-placer. Don't forget, you can always use it as a 2-placer, as a 1-placer. Never mind. It's you are in charge of your painting, of your multi-placers. You see, this is a 5-placer, but where am I? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so it's a 5-placer, but I only take 2 diamonds. And then it's easy. You anchor your 5-placer, or you can use a 6-placer or a 3-placer, never mind. But I use my multi-placers as single placers sometimes. Yep. I'm almost done with the equal sign. You know what's strange when you're working on paintings with special gems? You get a feeling that when you are putting down normal drills, it's like disappointing. It's like, no, I want more shine, and I want. So that's why after this one I will do one painting with regular squares and no AB, so I can, yeah, wane off a little bit of this addiction of special gems, because I still have lots of diamond dots. I've got a pillow of diamond dots, and I've got the bath time mermaid. I've got the sunflowers of Van Gogh. I've got, what do I have? The llama, I don't remember. Oh yeah, the koi fish. A peacock. Well, still lots of diamond dots. So, but as I was rechecking my channel and wondering where I would go with my channel, I thought maybe it's a little bit too much, because I'm so fond of diamond dots that I would do diamond dots, but that's not interesting. People want to see different companies. So whenever I will be able to buy from Diamond Art Club or what have you, DIY Moon Shop and all those companies, I will do so. But I will have to buy that in bulk, because otherwise it would cost me too much. Because of customs or shipping, extra shipping they have to do. So, but in the future I want to do those companies as well. And also now my channel is merely about diamond painting, because yeah, that's what I love to do, diamond painting. But I used to do so much more. I do crochet. I crochet a lot. Now I'm doing cross stitch. In the evening I do cross stitch. I like to draw. I like to color. I even like to sing. I play the guitar. So I'm planning on doing some other videos of on other crafts and yeah, maybe some songs, or I don't know. It can go all the way. Oh yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that being said, diamond painting is still my #1 go-to. I love it so much. So, but I would love to color my dear BFF. She got me a coloring book that is really gorgeous. So I would love to start to color also, because yeah, that's something I used to do, and I used to paint. Yeah, that's also a thing. Paint by numbers. Well, no, I did some paintings myself, acrylic paint and everything. So those are things I would want to share with you. But I'm gonna check if my diamonds are straight. Looks good, no? Yeah. Here is another symbol. And I don't know if you can see this. No, I'm gonna move you back down a little bit. So these are specials. These, okay, no, not specials. That's another type of diamonds. So the tree. Yep, there you go. And the two, and the two. The yellows, it's difficult to see, to sometimes see the difference, because there are pale yellows, there are darker yellows. You can see it in natural light, but today it's very dark here, so I don't know. You know what? I will put down some special drills together with you, like this. Oh, the 03. Those are black ones. I adore Klimt. I love the shapes of this painting, and like these geometric figures, but then again you have flowers. There's, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Where is my, I always do the special gems. I do it with tweezers because it's very difficult to do this with a drill pen. So what I do is, oops, I drop it. What I do is I drop it. You see, I drop everything. So you take one, blah, 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 and you put it down, and make sure it's nice and tight. There you go, special gems. Those are black, so they're not really that shiny, but quickly do the other ones. They will be off camera, I'm very sorry, but as I now have my 03 in my hands, it will be so. There you go, special gems. Look at that. Look at this. Look, and there you have, there's her beautiful face. Oh, and the sparkle. You see the sparkle even on the black. It's remarkable. See. She's by far one of my favorites so far, really. If you have the time and the money, because yeah, I know it's like a little bit more expensive. I don't know how much it was. Wait, I will check. I know. I'm filming with my GSM, so I cannot check right now. So, but it's not that bad. And anyway, it was a little present for the new year. It was my present to myself. Sometimes you have to buy yourself a present. So that's the woman in gold. I'm gonna be sad when it's finished. Must be honest, because it's so much fun to work on. So when I'm kitting this down, yeah, I will be sad. And kitting down is not so much fun. But anyway, yeah, you know the fact that Diamond Dots doesn't work with DMC colors, but as I'm doing so much Diamond Dots paintings right now, I think I will be making a classification system for Diamond Dots only, because I've got my classification. Do you call it classification? Never mind. How I store them by DMC number. So I've got the storement for the square ones. I've got a for the storage for the round ones. And now I might do the same thing for the diamond dots, because yeah, I'm a fan. What can I say? So, that being said, I'm gonna work some more on my diamond painting. I'm gonna grab me another cup of coffee because my coffee got cold because I was talking so much. But anyway, I hope you enjoy what you are working on right now. And if you have any questions about this painting or other paintings, please let me know in the comments. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye bye.